confirmation vote is scheduled next week for Supreme Court Justice nominee Kagan. Tell me what you think about that, and will you vote for her?
Well, I've evaluated her record, although it's not much of a record in terms of the fact that she really hasn't practiced law and she's never sat as a judge. I met with her, I talked with her, I've reviewed her writings, I listened to the testimony in front of the Judiciary Committee, and after all that evaluation and my responsibility to give advice and consent, I can't support her nomination. She just really doesn't have any record out there to let us know how she would interpret the Constitution, that she would call balls and strikes and be fair and not try to legislate from the bench. And when she was asked questions at her confirmation hearing, she wasn't really forthcoming about what she would do as a sitting Supreme Court justice. This is a lifetime appointment. She could be there for 30 or 40 years. She's a young lady, and that's a tremendous amount of power to put in the hands of someone we really don't know. I'm afraid she's got a far too expansive view of the size of the federal government, and for those reasons I will not be able to support her.
So what does that say about President Obama's character and judgment?
Well, I think, look, there's no question that President Obama is an unapologetic liberal, and he is going to appoint someone, and has, the Supreme Court, who is a liberal. And he did that with Sotomayor, and he's doing that with Elena Kagan. And we need people who are more, take a more restrained view and understand that the Constitution is limited for a purpose. It's not the job of the federal government to be involved in all aspects of our lives. We leave those rights to the states and to the people. But that is lost in modern America. Unfortunately, Elena Kagan doesn't understand that distinction, and that's one of the reasons I can't support her. Well, look, the governor is my friend, but I'm supporting based upon my principles Marco Rubio. You broke that story right here, and the reason is because I believe he's the best person in these difficult times to make the tough decisions to move this country forward in a time when we have staggering debt, when we are apologizing around the world for American exceptionalism, at a time when we're trying to take over through this government, big banks and take over GM and have an expansive view. We need someone who's going to have the courage of their convictions. That's why I'm supporting Marco.